breaking news in the Ahmaud Arbery case. A former district attorney was just indicted.
CBS 46's Alan Devlin is at the breaking news desk with the details. Alan?
These are very serious allegations of misconduct. They accuse former district attorney Jackie Johnson of violating the oath of public office and obstruction of justice. Arbery was fatally shot in February of 2020 after a white father and son armed themselves and pursued the 25-year-old black man running in their neighborhood. One of the men, Gregory McMichael, worked for the former district attorney as an investigator and called her after the shooting. He and his son, Travis McMichael, weren't charged until more than 2 months later. Johnson recused herself and called in an outside prosecutor to take the case. Johnson insisted she did nothing wrong. If convicted of the charges against her, Johnson could face up to 6 years behind bars. As for the trial against the murder suspect, it's set for February. At the breaking news desk, I'm Alan Devlin. Back to you.
What's up, guys? This is Micah Dobbins, host of the Micah Dobbins Show, and I'm sure you just got the shocking news, just as I did, that the former Georgia District Attorney Jackie Johnson has been criminally charged over the investigation into the Ahmaud Arbery shooting death. And this news just came out September 2nd. And to be honest, I kind of battled with dealing with this story because it's so infuriating. I mean, it's really just upsetting, the things that took place as it pertains to the Ahmaud Arbery case. I'm right now just giving you guys the audio. I may do a follow-up video when I go live tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and just share the facts as they are. And I'm sure you've already seen the video of her earlier on in this video here. But CNBC basically was one of the media sources that broke the news. And it said a former district attorney in Georgia was indicted Thursday on charges of violating her oath of office and obstructing a police officer in connection with an investigation into the killing of Ahmaud Arbery, a black jogger who was gunned down after 3 white men chased him in trucks. Former Brunswick Judicial Circuit top prosecutor Jackie Johnson is accused of showing favor of one defendant in the killing, retired police officer Greg McMichael, 65, who had worked for her as an investigator. The grand jury indictment says Johnson recommended the appointment of another county's prosecutor to handle the case without revealing that she had previously sought the assistance of that prosecutor in the Arbery investigation. Johnson is also accused of improperly blocking the arrest of Travis McMichael, Greg's son. The McMichaels had chased and shot Arbery, who was 25, in their trucks February 23rd, 2020 in Brunswick. This is in Georgia. The attack was caught on film by a third man, William Roddy Bryan, who was driving behind them in another truck. Travis McMichael shot Arbery 3 times with a shotgun. Johnson was a DA at the time of the killing. Although she disqualified herself from handling the case as a prosecutor, the grand jury indictment says she took several actions which ended up delaying the arrest of both McMichaels and Bryan. The case against Johnson was presented to the grand jury in Glenn County by Attorney General Chris Carr, and he's quoted as saying, "Our office is committed to ensuring those who are entrusted to serve are carrying out their duties ethically and honestly. We thank the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the Glenn County Grand Jury for their hard work. While an indictment was returned today, our file is not closed, and we will continue to investigate in order to pursue justice." And I think this is just something very frustrating. When I tell you guys, I can't tell you how fed up I was when I heard the story. When I saw how the McMichaels and Roddy just jumped in the truck, just some vigilante justice, just saw a man jogging, minding his own business, and took it upon themselves to chase him down because they thought he was a cat prowler, burglar, breaking in homes, whatever the case may be. The man was actually out jogging, minding his own business, and they decided that they wanted to run up on him. Now, earlier this week, the judge handling their case refused to let Ahmaud Arbery's criminal past be brought up in this trial because they said that it was irrelevant to the case, and I agree. They said there was no way that the McMichaels or Roddy Bryan knew of any criminal past or record that he had during the time that their crime was being committed. Their purpose was strictly stopping that black man from running through their neighborhood And one of them was quoted as calling him the N-word after killing him. So it says the indictment, says that Johnson, she knowingly, willingly hindered the lawful discharge of duties of 2 Glenn County police officers by directing that Travis McMichael should not be placed under arrest. So if she's convicted of that misdemeanor charge, she faces up to a year in prison, and then they have a couple of other charges. If she gets the felony charge of violating a public officer's oath, she can get a sentence between 1 and 5 years in prison. And, I really do believe that she should get whatever she has coming. I'm just going to say that, I really do believe that whatever she has coming, she deserves it. Hopefully any others that are in that county, Brunswick, Georgia, down in Brunswick, Georgia, that played a part in the cover up. The fact that these men were still free after murdering Ahmaud Arbery for another like 2 months is ridiculous and insane. They should have been arrested instantly that day, but she made it a point to try to stop them from being arrested. She told them that the men had solid firsthand probable cause to chase Arbery, a burglary suspect, and stop him. And this actually caused Georgia to change some of their citizens' arrest laws based off of this case here. So as far as I'm concerned, yes, I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome for the former Georgia District Attorney Jackie Johnson. She should not only be charged, I think that they should, Lord willing, I'm hoping they have a conviction and that she gets what she has coming, because this case truly is tragic. This man was just running through the neighborhood, and because a certain group of people felt like he didn't belong there, they decided that they were going to get their guns and get their trucks and chase him down. And they were the ones that day that actually broke the law and were criminal. Ahmaud Arbery just was running for his life, trying to get away from them. When you hear some of the reports of him turning down other streets and running back and them backing the trucks up and hitting them and doing all they could to keep that young man from escaping. He tried with all his might to get out of their subdivision, and I think it was wrong. I think the whole case really is a horrible thing, and I'm glad to see that some form of justice is finally being served, even for the higher-ups who helped cover up the case. Anyone else that was involved needs to be brought to justice, not just the killers, but if there's anybody within the district attorney's office, anyone that worked within the sheriff's office, anyone that had a part in this cover-up and trying to keep these men from being arrested for the heinous act for which they've committed, should be arrested and duly charged. This is Micah Dobbins, host of the Micah Dobbins Show. Just wanted to give you guys that update and let you guys know the breaking news that came out today. And make sure that you tune in to the Micah Dobbins Show on Misfits to Media. You could also find me on YouTube, Facebook, also my website, www.themicahdobbinsshow.com, as well as the podcast that you can find through Spotify, Anchor FM, and other platforms. All right, guys, this is Micah Dobbins signing off.